What's up? I hope you're all doing well today, tonight, this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you may happen to be. Welcome to a very special start of a very long playthrough. At least I hope it is. If you can't tell already, this is going to be Final Fantasy XIV. I know you can't see my character. I don't know why my character is not coming up. It took me at least an hour to make my character, just to decide what race to make my character. Unfortunately, I didn't have all the options available to me. I'm only on a free access account, which is still a pretty generous what's the word I'm looking for here? I apologize. I guess you could say business plan by Square Enix. Basically, you get to play all of A Realm Reborn, all of Heaven's Ward, and I believe not too long ago they made all of Stormblood absolutely free to play, which is insane value. Just absolutely insane. So my plan is, I don't know if this is gonna work, because I should be having a new job starting hopefully in a week or so, which is a good problem to have, believe me. But I really want to get caught up as best as possible for the release of Dawn Trail next summer. And if I'm lucky to be even caught up by then, instead of recording these episodes, I would very much like to do a live recording of me playing Dawn Trail. Live recording, I sound so old-fashioned. A live stream, which I think would be very fun to do. If you can't tell from the right side of the screen, if you look at the very top right, I have decided to do something I've never really done in a game before. I am playing the smallest race you can possibly play, and that's Lalafell. It's gonna look silly, and I'm here for it. Right now, I'm just gonna start off class-wise as a pugilist. If you're not sure what a pugilist is, think of basically a monk. I'm basically gonna look like a small little potato sack going around punching and kicking things. So I just think that'd be really fun to watch. And other than that, I mean, pugilist, it's not going to be the class I'm going to stick with all the way through. There's a few other classes that you can start off with that I am interested in once we get to that point, but that's way down the line. And I'm interested to see what kind of classes Dawn Trail's bringing in. Yoshi P did say that there's 2 classes, I believe. Both of them are DPS. One is melee and one is ranged. So I'm hoping with FanFest coming next week, I believe, we get to find out what the classes are. This is all still new material for me. Honestly, I've been more of a World of Warcraft player than Final Fantasy. So, you know, I'm just used to BlizzCon. I'm just used to there being one convention, getting all the information there. With FanFest, there's 3 of them, I guess, which I'm not complaining about. I did watch the one back in July. That was a lot of fun, and people said to look at Yoshi P's shirt, which was strange, but yeah, he wore a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt this year, and apparently that's hinting at what the next class is. So hopefully we don't have to wait too much longer to see what that is, but I'm not going to make you guys wait any longer for this gameplay. Again, we are not a channel that min-maxes anything at all. We minimize the drama, we maximize the fun. That's what I say. Corny, yes, but it's the truth. So are you gonna see top tier gameplay? No, you're not. I'm just here for the story, which so many people have said is one of the best stories video gaming has told. And it's funny, I'm not really an anime person. I know Final Fantasy is, like, you know, sort of on the verge of anime, but I've played A Realm Reborn before. If you haven't, if you're just watching for the sake of watching, in all honesty, the story is perpetually boring to start. So once we start, it's gonna be a little tedious to watch, but my goal is to at least have the whole main story quest on this channel. That is my goal. Any catch up I gotta do, I'll do off screen. I'm not gonna make you guys go through that, but I want the main story quest, all of it, to be on this channel. That's my hope. So I don't want to bore you guys too much longer. I completely forgot to put my timer on because I was so excited to get this video started. But without further ado, oh, one more thing. I promise, one last thing. There's a lot of reading involved in this game. There's some cutscenes that will have voice acting. I know in A Realm Reborn the voice acting is you'll see, but a lot of it is reading. So yes, I will read out the cutscenes. We're not skipping any cutscenes. No, at least to start, I'm not gonna like voice act or anything, but I'm not gonna try to sound emotionless. I'll still try to put some emotion in where it's supposed to be. But if it's a small little Lalafell talking, I'm not going to high pitch my voice. If it's a gruff looking guy, I'm not going to grind my voice to make it sound appropriate. At least not yet. If I get more comfortable doing this, I will. But okay, enough talking. We're going to get into the story right now. It's probably going to have a little wait time to log in, like a little waiting queue. Yes, begin a new game with this character. Oh, I can't use the name. Oh. Oh, well. Shucks. Okay. Wasn't anticipating this. Let's see. Okay, you know what? We'll put the channel name there. If I could spell it right, if I can spell my own name right. Jeez. Okay. And Data France. Okay, we're not gonna do Data France. Okay, this is. Let's just. Okay, you got me really confused here. Okay, no. Ugh. No. I can't not, for the life of me, get used to controller support for an MMO. That, oh my gosh. Oh, another thing, if I can, I'm going to find a keyboard and a mouse setup somehow, some way to connect to the PlayStation, because doing a controller for an MMO is just completely foreign to me. I don't know how it's gonna go, but for now we're just gonna stick to controller. Do I have hopes for it? I don't, but never say never, I guess. Surname, De France, I don't know. You know what? I'm a big fan of Godzilla. Let's make it Zilla. Okay. Can we use that name? Oh, goodness gracious me. Okay, why can't these names be used? Nobody, I'm sure, is using this name. Really? Oh boy, this is unfortunate. Just unfortunate. De France. What do you want me to use? Oh my gosh, why do I have to hit software? What do you want me to use, game? De France. I don't know. What do you want me to do, game? You know what? No. We're gonna be a little bit of a rebel here. If I can get used to these controls. Oh my goodness. No. There is nothing wrong with using this name. I don't... Oh my goodness. Okay. Do that. Yes, fine. Triangle. For whatever reason, it's got to be triangle there. Okay. Maybe it was because I was sort of logged out for a little while. Please, let me use this name. Ah, gosh. Okay. Oh, this is frustrating, guys. This is not making good content, Square Enix. Come on. Oh boy, but boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, that's so annoying. I don't know why I just can't hit X to get to the screen. It's got to be triangle. It just does not make sense. Man, if I had a bit of a following, or if I was live, I could definitely have somebody give me some options, but due to the fact that I'm recording this and it's not making good gameplay at all. Oh, it's so frustrating. Since he's a LFL, maybe we can do this. First name of Little, surname of DeFrance. There's no way, I don't think anybody's got this name. No way. Right? Thank you. Oh my goodness. And now we have a queue, right? We have a waiting queue. There it is. Okay. You can sort of see my little guy behind this screen. Apologies. Like I knew my name wasn't going to be obtainable. But... oh, yeah. I apologize for that. You know what? It's growing pains. That's what we're going to say. That was growing pains. We are a tiny slice here on YouTube. Nothing is being used. There's no money going towards this or anything. No money being had or received. This is all just out of my own spare time. So we're going to see some growing pains on this channel. And now, without further ado, let us watch the beginning of Little DeFrance's adventure in Final Fantasy XIV. I thought I could time that with the loading screen. Ah, darn it. Ah, there I am. Little guy's about to punch and kick everything he sees that deserves it.
Here. Here. Feel.
I'm not here for the feather, but I love the outfit. And this guy's about to catch these hands. It's a mini Falcon Punch right there. Now for the first of many text boxes of dialogue speech. Hey you. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. I'm gonna say it as ether, I'm gonna say it as aether at times. It's however it comes out of my mouth, I guess. You'll get used to it though, don't worry. Ah, good old chocobos. You there, halt. What's all this about? Inspection. Men, search the carriage. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Well, sir, look. Sumness. Just took that out of his pocket, I think. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days, unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Confident man. Ah! Amalja, 2 arms, 2 arms. Seven hells, consider this a warning, now go, all of you. I can't wait. Look at my little guy swinging his little feet. Oh, I can't wait till I can punch one of these things. Oh, this is gonna be fantastic. Phew, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we're still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young uns don't much care for conversation, see? Remember these two, just saying. I don't even know what happens to them after Realm Reborn, but yeah, just remember these two. Brent's the name and peddling's me trade. He's swinging his feet, I don't know why. Judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Oh, let's not beat around the bush. To amass a fortune. Fortune, eh? Heh. Then I reckon you'll fit right in where we're going. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. And there's plenty to choose from too, whether it be weaving, alchemy, goldsmithing, or mining that interests you. Uldah's got a place where you can learn your trade. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. I'm sure it would, Brent, but it doesn't make for good watching on YouTube. So, yeah, no peaceful pastimes in this playthrough. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. Yeah, Brent, you can be rest in this game, so, ain't no being dead. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? On this character, yes. Personally, no. But since this is my first time on this character, I will say yes. It is. Well then, let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their weight against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizard Men, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve him. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need greed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
Big things in a small package. Oh, wait a minute. And here's where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. It's like they used the Force to hand things off. You never did tell me your name, though. Hey, well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square. Yeah, about my name. Square Enix would let me use it, right? Ah, okay, you don't care either. Alright. You have no idea how hard it was to get that.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Oh, look at that determined face, and oh, look at that walk. Oh, I'm excited. I've done this before, but I'm so excited to get this started. I mean, sure, this beginning story, like I said before, is going to be so tedious and boring, but from everything I've heard, it is so worth it. So we just got to get through this to start. And another thing, the music in this game, I could listen to the soundtrack all day. Look at that strut of a walk. So tiny! Oi, adventurer, over here. Hi, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Ha. But why are you looking like that? Name's Wyman. My business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge even, just this once like. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. I wish to use mouse and keyboard, but I can only use controller right now. Blah. Follow the instructions to move your character and adjust the position of the camera. Yeah, I know. No. No. Oh god. Okay. Oh jeez. Yeah, we'll get through this eventually. Gotta use the little pad on the controller to use like a mouse. Oh wait, no. Click. Oh. I missed that part. Let's see. Is it HUD layout I want? I think so. I feel like that's set up for the computer. Hotbar 1. Save. I don't know if that's actually doing anything. No, get to save. Is this doing anything? Save. Save. No, that didn't do anything. That really just did it for the computer, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to all of this, which, you know, L2, R2, yeah, this is definitely gonna take some getting used to. But we'll figure that all out off screen. Initiating quest. I know. Yep. I know. Yep. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. Around the controller, yes, Wymond. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So, before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take the steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure and adventurer. You've begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Duty, journal. Coming to Ul'dah, Wyman suggests that you speak with Quicksand Proprietress Momodi before you begin exploring. I will get my name off the top of my head, but to figure that out, I'm just gonna do that off screen. How do we jump? Nope. I know we jump. How do we jump? Oh, it's triangle. Okay. What's square? Ah! I will make that bigger off screen as well. Collecting rewards. Yeah, I know. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you that it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalja, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. Yeah, but it has such an awesome musical piece situated with that cutscene, Momodi, you don't understand. Anyway, so much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next, some of them 2 or 3. You think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. And all I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than when you found her. If you can promise that, I'd be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Anyway, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Little de France. Well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Okay, Momodi, I get it. You can make fun of the name all you want. Alright, Mr. de France. Oh, you know what? That's better. Thank you. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Another thing is they talk very oddly in this game, if you haven't noticed already. Well, I shouldn't say oddly, just very rich, maybe? You'll get used to it. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two attend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though, if you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the women folk from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, little, Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. When you read all that all at once, you do need to catch your breath and have some drink by your side. Let's level up for the first time, shall we? Such a good musical chime right there. MSQs, important quest used to tell the story of Eorzea and her people, are called main scenario quests. These tasks are easily distinguishable from others by their unique icon. Quests using this icon indicate a task or series of tests are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. So in addition to all the main story quests I want to do on this channel, I think I'm also going to do these quests, the ones with the blue exclamation point and the plus, basically unlocking features of the game. Now with this being a free play account, I don't know, I know I don't have all the amenities, all the features that you get with a full-on account. It's temporary, I'll tell you that, it's temporary. This being a free play account, eventually I'm gonna get the whole kit and caboodle of the game and have my account be official, I guess you could say. But for the time being, it's just a free to play account, so not all the features are unlocked. So, but whatever I can, I will do. We'll just whatever I can't, we'll find that out when I get there. Okay, so we talked to Momodi again. Close to home, Momodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tests that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal lair called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling around Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. Have you ever attuned with an Aetherite before, little? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Pugilist Guild over at the Platinum Mirage. Assuming those weapons of yours sustain for show, you might consider a trade in there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, as long as you've got the kill. Just make sure as you don't pay more than you want, little. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interest. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Pugilist Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there's more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems. There are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without a gill to your name. Get used to the nodding of the head. Your character will do that a lot. Hey, other characters that know what they're doing, unlike me. So, main menu grants quick and easy access to most of the game's main features. For example, selecting character under character opens a window. Yep. Sanctuaries. You log out and you get rested experience. Basically, what it's telling you. Navigation. Yeah. Journal. Close to home. Mamodi has given you 3 tasks to perform. Should you encounter any citizens who seem to be in need of help as you make your way around Uda, why not offer your services? That, aka, is called Side Quest. What do you want, Mr. Smith? Okay. Let's see what he's got to say. Greetings, I'm one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you in any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. The new adventurer status applies to all adventurers who have recently begun their adventures in Eorzea. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken it upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, new adventurers also gain access to the Novice Network, an exclusive chat channel where they can consult with mentors and share their experiences with other beginning players. Which is a very nice feature. It's just, I won't be using it. So he's already set this part. So, 2-leaf symbol, the sprout symbol, yep. The Novice Network, no one sets foot upon the adventurer's path knowing all there is to know. Mentors are there to answer your questions, so be sure to make the most of their wisdom and experience. So again, explaining the Novice Network, mentors can join anytime they wish. New adventurers and returners, however, must be invited to join. Mentors can extend an invite by targeting a new adventurer or returner, then selecting the invite to Novice Network subcommand. So, where did staff go on you? Count of where did you go? So basically, it's a very cool social platform on this game. Beginners can be invited to join the network by experienced players. And from everything I've heard about this game, mostly, not all, but most players are willing to help other players, which I think is fantastic. Bonus experience, we found that pairing a new adventurer with a mentor proves advantageous for both. Fledgling heroes blossom swiftly under a veteran's guidance, and the act of teaching serves to reinforce a tested champion's fundamental skills. So this is a thing that goes on to level 80. Defeating enemies, completing fates, and participating in instances. And a mentor enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who stand ready to share with you their accumulated wisdom. These helpful men and women are known as mentors. Eorzea has a thriving population of heroes. Amongst these champions, mentor is the title given to veteran players who have chosen to offer their time and experience to help guide new adventurers. Should you encounter any doubts or difficulties in the course of your adventuring, a mentor may have just the solution you seek. Mentors can be identified by a symbol next to their name, which will vary depending on the player's field of expertise. And the symbols for all the different kind of things. Okay. That little tutorial's done. Sorry about that. Whoop. You don't need stairs. Now, something I'm not going to do fully while recording, but I'll show you. I think I can do this. You now have access to the Ethernet. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand upon Ethernet shards. Yes, we know. I mean, there's a bunch of them in the city. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. So, like, there's one all the way on the other side. I'll do that off camera. In between this episode and the next. Just go and get all the Etherite shards. throughout the city. Doesn't make for great gameplay. See, another cool thing about playing is just the small lava fells. It feels like you're moving so fast. And you can go even faster with sprint. Love it. Why do I feel like I ran past where I was supposed to... Did I? No. Where is it? Another thing I'm going to take off is all the nameplates. They're just... They could literally litter the screen and make it tough to see. See, look at this. Look at all these nameplates. Ugh. Ugh. Hail, adventurer. You have come at the behest of Miss Memodia the Quicksand? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Now that gave me a heart attack too, bud. Ah, apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. Ah, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies, and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport? While these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites in their connection to the flow of ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultan and its borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Okay. So return can be used to instantly travel back to the aetherite set as your home point. Casting the spell does not require any MP and can be accessed by selecting return under travel from the main menu. The sole limitation of the spell is that it can be cast once every 15 minutes Earth time. Only one home point may be set at any time. To make any aetherite your new home point, target and select the crystal to bring up the aetherite menu. To get a little bit more lore from the game, here's Nenabaru again. We can talk to him. Hail, adventurer. If you would know aught of aetherites and ethereal travel, I, Nenabaru, would be happy to assist you. What is ethereal travel? In order to understand the workings of ethereal travel, one must first understand the nature of ether itself. Ether is an invisible, intangible substance that exists all around us. I just look at the chat and I see gold sellers. Ugh. That's another thing with the growing pains of this channel. I'm gonna have to find a way to just block out the chat from the videos. Just please ignore it. I'm not even looking at it myself. Ether is an invisible, intangible substance that exists all around us. If I said that already, I'm sorry. It flows through every living being, including you and me. It is what sustains us, and without it, we would perish. Once the spirit departs the body due to death, our remains are reduced to ether and return to the ethereal river known as the life stream. However, it was long ago discovered that, with sufficient control of one's spiritual energies, a man could deliberately reduce his physical form to ether without severing the connection between body and soul. And so the spells known as Return and Teleport were born. What are aetherites? These crystalline agglomerations of ether, which are a common sight throughout Eorzea, are vital to ethereal travel. By touching an aetherite, you could attune your body's ether with the crystal. Should you fall in battle and your body be reduced to ether, you may awaken back at the aetherite with which you have the strongest resonance, your home point. With the proper training, however, you can resist the pull of your home point and travel to a different aetherite. This is a technique commonly referred to as teleportation. But know that you can only travel to an aetheryte with which you have previously attuned. When visiting an unfamiliar area, you would do well to seek out the nearest aetheryte before engaging in any dangerous activities. In essence, aetherytes act as lodestones, which allow us to move contrary to the natural flow of the life stream. But be fairly warned, to attempt ethereal travel without these lodestones is akin to... I'm not going to say that word in case YouTube doesn't like it. What is the difference between return and teleport? Compared to teleport, return is less taxing on our spiritual energies, as we are naturally drawn towards our home point, the aetheryte with which we have the strongest resonance. The spell can be cast quickly, making it ideal for emergencies. By way of a drawback, you cannot select your destination at will. Return can only send you back to your home point. Teleport offers greater versatility, in that you can travel to any aetheryte with which you have previously attuned. However, it requires a great deal of spiritual energy known as anima. Not that word. Anyone who's played Warcraft Shadowlands understands why. To safely guide one's body and soul to the weaker ethereal beacon. Do not worry, though. Many adventurers recover quickly and are more capable of frequent travel. That is, assuming they can afford the costs involved. You see, in the Calamity, many of the aetheryte camps across Eorzea were completely destroyed. Rebuilding these camps came at a great expense, and the money which made this possible was lent by certain wealthy individuals. This debt is being repaid to this day, and it is for this reason that we must levy a fee upon those who use the teleport spell. And that's it. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna stop that the episode for now, which is funny because, you know, I can really only record for 60 minutes at a time, which is going to make this a very long series. But I did want to just point out a few more things before I let you guys go, at least from this episode. Again, I got a few things I want to get situated before the next episode. I'm gonna fix up the UI a little bit more, get the map so whenever I open the map it covers the whole screen. I'll get that fixed up. The whole litter of name tags that you see on the screen, get that all cleared up. I don't know if I can make the control, these things, if I can make them smaller at all. I'll have to figure that out. And you know, also let me know in the comments if you would please. I just had feelings sometimes where the music might have been a little loud and maybe my voice couldn't be heard that great. Just let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously not a lot of action in this. I'm hoping to get some combat in next episode. But if you know anything about Final Fantasy XIV, it's a lot of talking, it's a lot of story. I'm okay with that. You're not playing this game for the action so much as you are the story, until you get to endgame, of course, where it's more action than story, but that's once you get past the story, so that kind of makes sense. So when we get back to the next episode, you won't see all these name tags, the map will be bigger, I'll have all the aetherytes in the city picked up, and we'll then go to the Pugilist Guild, start the Pugilist storyline, and then we'll finish up the quest by going to the markets. And until then, I hope you guys enjoyed part 1 of a very long gameplay series coming up here. I'm very excited to get this going, to see how the series will evolve over time, to see how I myself as a YouTuber will grow through this series. Just need you guys' help. Just one simple click. Just, if you could please, if you haven't yet already, subscribe to this channel, like the video, like what's coming up, leave me a comment. I'm open to constructive criticism. But with that, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Defron's out.